You are the questions you ask yourself. Good questions get good answers. Garbage questions get garbage answers. Garbage in, garbage out. If you want to change your reality, you need to start changing the questions you ask yourself. When you ask yourself questions like, why am I such a loser? Or why do bad things always happen to me? Or why do I always fuck everything up? You get answers like, because I'm worthless, or because I have bad luck, or because I'm a fuck up. These answers don't help you. They only make whatever problem you have worse. To solve your problems, you need to ask the right questions. Because when you ask the right questions, you get the right answers. And the right answer is the answer that makes your life feel better. Every question you ask yourself should have that outcome in mind. To get the right answer, the first question you need to ask is always, what's my problem? Because you can't solve your problem until you recognize what your problem is. Your problem could be with your health, your wealth, your relationships, or any number of things. Whatever it is, you need to figure out exactly what your pain point is at that particular moment. Once you figure out the problem, the next question invariably is, how do I solve this problem? And this is the most important question you can possibly ask yourself. I know it sounds incredibly simple, and it is, but it's also incredibly effective. With this question, I solved these problems among many others. Being skinny, working a job I hated, not getting laid, being depressed, having low energy, having joint pain, being broke, living in a miserable country, being shit in bed. When you ask yourself how to solve a problem, you get an answer. It might not always be the right answer, but it's always a step in the right direction. To get the right answer, you just have to keep at it. Try it again from different angles. Read everything, forums, blogs, books, whatever it takes until you find an answer that makes sense. Then once you get that answer, you hang on to it and you pursue it doggedly, tenaciously until that problem's solved. You pursue it like a pit bull possessed until you get what you want. And if you're in pain, you owe it to yourself to solve that problem. And if you can do that consistently, you'll make massive changes in every single area of your life. And those massive changes all start with the same question. How do I solve this problem? How do I get from A to B? What do I have to do this year, this month, this week to solve this thing? How do I break this down into manageable tasks and set up an action plan to make it happen? How do I add 10 pounds of muscle this year? How do I get a great girlfriend who's going to support me in my mission? How do I add $10,000 to my income? But asking questions doesn't just apply to your outer reality. It applies just as much to your inner world, whether it's doubt, depression, or desperation. In my article on why positivity is the only path, Z commented, I think the crucial thing here is execution. It is quite easy to understand all of the above, but retraining your mind to get out of doubt/depression is very difficult. And I understand where Z's coming from. I understand what it's like to feel like there isn't even a way out. I know because I've been there myself. And I know that right now you might be thinking, well, you don't understand, or it's too hard, or I just don't know if I can do it, or it works for you, Will, but not for me because I'm different than you. I know because I used to have the exact same answers. I had those answers until I changed my questions. When you start asking the right questions, you start getting the right answers. Because Z's right, execution is everything. And I'm gonna give you the secret to execute on an expert level.